what PPD is doing, as those of you who either know or don't know, we're, I think, either the earliest established or the second earliest established NLP school in the UK. We were originally kind of founded by someone who was a very, very close friend and colleague of John Grinder, and so we have a tendency to come up slightly more through the John Grinder side of the family tree in terms of our sort of style of NLP. In other words, it's very somatic, very embodied, very much to do with kind of unconscious process, and reality-based evidences, behavioural reality-based evidences, and also an emphasis on modelling. And I think that's what we'll kind of demonstrate a little bit as well today, which I hope you'll find interesting. In terms of what PPD is doing, we ran our multi-trainer, practitioner and master practitioners, the longer programs. At one point, our master practitioner had 7 different American trainers on it, and people did a modelling project, and that was over 8 modules, So we've had these very extensive programs with a lot of depth, with a lot of the people who generated and were those generations of students at Santa Cruz who developed NLP. So we've been very, very privileged to kind of be who we are and learn with and keep developing along the way, of course, because the thing about NLP is that it is an accelerated learning methodology. It is about ongoing development and learning and moving your practice forward. And so a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, we put a little pause on our practitioner and master practitioners and decided, which for me was fantastic also, although I loved those programs, I can say I loved them and I loved everybody who ever came on them. We decided we would offer more post-practitioner kind of work. Now that in the UK there are literally thousands and thousands of people who've got at least some working knowledge of NLP, why not do something for people who've got that and want to develop their NLP? I was just saying to David, on the last masterclass we ran, we did a very, very simple exercise, which is like a really basic part of NLP, which also we'll be doing some of that today. And it yielded so much. The model is such a fine, elegant structure that it supports ongoing learning. And I think that's what's so fantastic for me about what NLP really is, that it's generative and that you can do so much with just the basics in NLP. But I think what is a kind of slight glitch or error in the system around NLP is that people kind of go, oh yeah, I did NLP. I go, what do you mean you did NLP? I don't feel I've done NLP. I feel this is an ongoing journey of a lifetime. How good can you get at rapport? How good can you get at modeling? How good can you get at defining kind of problems and helping people trigger resources in their systems? And especially, I have to use the word, I would not be me if I was not sort of saying, especially now, our world is faced, we've had a lot of challenges, but there's a lot of chaos, potentially to be unleashed into what we thought were very safe, secure, stable kind of ways of being. And I think NLP has the tools to allow us to kind of like really find and share and communicate and contribute to other people. Tools for these, making the most of the opportunities out of the chaos and change. So in every change, there's a possibility like that sort of Chinese symbol, for danger. Things can go badly wrong, but also when things start to change and they destabilize, there are opportunities to make something better and to kind of bring something out, bring healing, bring peacefulness, bring, love and connection and new ways of living out of that. And I really believe that we're onto something in NLP. around this. I think we've got something really fundamental to contribute. And so part of what we've done at PPD is to look at what is post-practitioner. Who wants to deepen and develop and layer and grow their practice? We're here for you. We're here for you to kind of take those further stages of the journey into this kind of more generative kind of depth with your NLP and with your own practice, with your self-development, with your professional development. So we've been doing a lot of like masterclasses, post-practitioner masterclasses. We've produced a book, which we're going to draw on today. So this is the first time we've actually put out a program which is based on the chapters in our book. And marvelously in this book, it's a book for people who want to find out about NLP, and it's a book for people who want to practice their NLP. And it's got a foreword by Robert Dilts, who's one of the co-developers of the field, a foreword by Judith Lowe, who's one of the co-developers of the field, which are worth the price of the book itself, I think. They're so sort of spot on. But also there are, I think, 11 chapters as well as a practitioner manual in the back, and all of them written by people that we have trained. And so we're now looking to our second book, to put who's doing something with NLP that's kind of practical, that's out in the world in different applications. So we've got like a study one, we've got a networking one, we've got somatic coaching, we've got leadership in here, we've got a clean language one in here, we've got something about sexual relationships in here, we've got something about negotiation in here. So there's just a chapter, a practical chapter on how to take your NLP forward. And I think it kind of sums up in a way what we're wanting to do to give that support to people. So, also we've got like this amazing program that we're just about to start, which is called our Leadership and Mentoring Program, and it's for post-practitioner, post-masters, and it's for people who want to take their practice to a whole new kind of level of professionalism and efficacy and, result and a kind of subtlety, if you like, and an intellectual robustness. And that's, so we're doing that, and that leads us into a trainer training. And we've got some of our trainers here also part of this group today. So those are some things. And then what have I been doing? Lots. But of the things that are NLP related, I've been on the faculty at NLPU the last couple of years over in California with Judy and Robert. I've done some expert performance modeling with some people who are using NLP modeling skills in corporate world to pull out best practice and kind of who are the best performers and do those kind of essential, first principles kinds of modeling of who's the best at something. What else have I been doing? I've been doing lots of things. I wrote myself a list. I've been doing some coaching, I've been doing some trainer training, I've been doing lots of things, walking in the country as well.